diamonds in the rough. NFL Draft Diamonds. Time to shine.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Williams with NFL Draft Diamonds, and today I have with me Chrys Lane, who's a linebacker out of Shepherd University. How's it going, sir?
How you doing? Doing good today. How about you?
I'm great. Why don't you go ahead and just kind of tell the listeners a little bit about your overall career, if you don't mind.
I had a productive 3 years at Shepherd, going into my fourth year. I've been a starter since the third game of my freshman year, and I started every game since.
Gotcha. I realize you're a Baltimore kid, so you're kind of from that area, which is kind of cool. I'm not from that area, but you're a Maryland, I guess born and bred kind of guy. So I mean, I kind of have an affinity for you and players like yourself. But so Chrys, I mean, you kind of touched on it a little bit. I mean, these past couple of years for you have been great. I mean, being named first team all conference. This past season it was a great season. You had 104 tackles, I believe.
Yeah.
Again, before you guys moved to the PSAC when you were in the Mountain East, I mean, really did a good job there. Also, first team all conference there.
Yes.
Tell me, I guess the other interesting thing about you too is you came to Shepherd. Actually, a smaller guy than you are right now. Currently, I have you at 6 foot, 233 pounds. Tell me about that story, man. Like you came in, how big were you?
I came to Shepherd as 5'10", 190 pounds.
Cool.
So I came in a lot smaller than what I am now.
So you've definitely grown into yourself a little bit. I mean, you kind of went from being a safety to a linebacker. Which I think is an interesting shift, but sometimes it ends up being like the other way around.
Right.
But hey, whatever works. I mean, you've definitely grown into your position. So, what do you believe is like the best part of your game as an athlete? I mean, what's some of like your best attributes?
Versatility, film study, and leadership.
Gotcha. And tell me about your experience as a special teamer.
My freshman year, I played all special teams. I played kickoff and I played punt. My sophomore year, I didn't really play that much. And this senior year, I played just kickoff. But going into my senior year this year, I'm going to play a little bit of everything.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, playing a little bit of everything on special teams, and again, just kind of talking about you like as a linebacker, safety, I don't know, occasionally maybe coming in as like an edge rusher on certain plays. I mean, definitely able to move you around almost everywhere on the field. So obviously one of the things that really stinks right now is a lot of guys aren't playing. I mean, that's kind of the unfortunate mess that we're in. I just kind of wanted to chat with you a bit about this off season, which is now extended into the fall. What have you been up to? How have you been staying motivated, staying busy? Just chat with me.
I just been taking this off season, like it's been a little struggle trying to balance everything, but I just been taking everything as like a mental rep. And I've been trying to work out at least 3 times a day. So I wake up in the morning, I watch some film. I might watch like another college game, or I watch like some of my film at Shepherd. Then I'll go to class. Then I'll try to work out. Then I'll try to hit the field.
Cool. So, I mean, is there any like specific area of your game that you're trying to get better at, or are you just kind of trying to get it overall consistency or something?
I'm always trying to get everything, trying to improve every phase of my game. But lately, I've just been focused on the mental aspect because I know, because football is only 90% mental. So 90% mental and 10% physical. So if I can dominate like mentally, then I know physically it'll be no problem.
Gotcha. I mean, the other thing about you that I really like actually is that you've been a team captain there for a while.
Yes.
I believe you're going into your 3rd year as a team captain, correct?
Yes.
So, again, kind of like you said, I mean, one of the biggest things that you bring to the table is your leadership. So tell me a bit about you as a leader. I mean, what kind of a leader are you? Just what does it mean to be the team captain there for Shepherd?
It's an honor just to be named team captain for like a program like Shepherd in general. But like to me, I take it on as like a second job kind of, because it's a great responsibility. Because now you putting me in the focus, and you putting a light on me as a person, just to like guide the younger teammates, and even some of my older teammates, to show them like the way you're supposed to be. So now I'm a role model. So I do different little things, like especially like with team meetings, like when our off day, us as a defense might meet and watch film together while the coaches are breaking down film. And then like we might talk about concepts and different things that team runs and schemes.
Gotcha. I mean, you were chatting a little bit about the film room, so let's just go ahead and jump in there. I mean, what are some things that you look at when you're in the film room? Like, how do you break things down? And what's your kind of general practice?
And while in the film room, first we look at down the distance. Then I'm going to look at tendencies, and then I might even look at certain plays that a team run and how many times they run it and what personnel they're using. So like a lot of teams, especially like in a PSEC, it's a lot of 11 personnel. A lot of teams like to spread the ball out with a big tight end in the PSEC. So that's what we mainly look at, stuff like that, and who's the team using the most.
Gotcha. And I mean, obviously you're in the film room. I mean, you're watching some great athletes. I mean,
Yeah.
one of the biggest knocks on small scores, whether you like it or not, is like, these guys, they don't really play anybody, which
Right.
It's kind of BS. I mean, the PSAC is probably one of the more competitive conferences in all of the tell me about maybe some of the best competition you faced over the years.
We faced a lot, especially from like the Notre Dames to the Slippery Rocks, even the IUPs. Fairmont, my freshman year, was a good team. I played Finley. So I played a lot of good teams, since you consider us you'd be considered a small school because we're D2. But I played with a lot of good teams, and even on Saturdays now, since we're not playing football, I watch the bigger schools, and it's like a lot of guys I played with or played against could play on that higher level.
Gotcha. So let's kind of shift gears a little bit. We chatted about the film room. Let's just go ahead and jump in the weight room. I mean, I know you actually know how to lift some iron.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you've gained some muscle mass since you've been there at Shepherd. Chat with me a little bit about your, I don't know, maybe your approach to the weight room, and if there's any like special, I don't know, favorite exercises that you like to do.
Yeah, my approach to the weight room, like my mindset is just to try to kill every exercise that I get into, like try to destroy it and conquer it all. And my favorite exercise is squatting though. Like I love squatting, anything that involves my legs, because legs is the power.
Well, yeah, I mean, you were telling me before, like you have a 600-pound back squat, which I think is that's a crazy number, man. Like for a guy your size, 6 foot, 233 pounds. I mean, that's a damn good number, man. Like you almost need to be like a running back kind of number. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I try. Like a person a person I watch a lot workouts is like Saquon Barkley. So I always try to compete with his numbers. So like, my bench is 435. That's my max right now. My squat is 600. That's my max right now. But we ain't talking like regular like box squat. We talking about in a bucket squat. So we getting low. We building up the horsepower. We getting to the negative, and we just coming back up with it.
Yeah, man. I just want to make sure that people know these numbers because I mean these are some pretty good numbers. I mean that 600-pound squat, 435-pound bench. I mean you were telling me before you can get up there in that 225 rep. I think you said what was it 20 something? What was your max for that
225 right now. It's 26 reps.
26
once I get
reps.
I gotta get the whole strategy, like the breathing thing, under control.
No, it's all good.
I got the lockout part. I just gotta get the breathing part under control.
It's all good, man. I mean, these are some excellent numbers. I mean, and again, I feel like a lot of people really need to know them. I mean, I know you're still trying to get better, at some of the other things. I mean, have at least a 38-inch vert, over 10-foot broad jump. I know you're still trying to get better at your 40. I mean, you're about like at the 4.6 range, maybe a smidge under that. I mean, I know you're trying to get better at that, but I mean, hey, as it stands right now, I mean, you're definitely hitting those check marks that I feel like a lot of evaluators just love to see. And that is just, being able to, be an athlete, which I know you are. So I mean, obviously you were able to produce on the field. You're able to really get at it in the weight room. Um, Chat with me maybe about, I don't know, one of your best highlights of your career so far. Like maybe give me a play or something that sticks
out. Best highlight of my career. It's not my play, but I really like it. I think me and Ponce, we were talking about something. We discussed it. We seen it in film, and like maybe it was against West Liberty, and like it might have been like the third drive of the second half. They ran a play that we was talking about, and I rerouted the guy, and Ponce just jumped it, and it was a great play. So that's why, like we talked about in film, that was like probably the best highlight of my career. Seeing my teammate make that play, and for me and him discussed it already and knew it was coming.
Cool. I mean, it's nice to be able to, take the stuff that you did in the film room and apply it to the field. That's obviously that obviously helps you. So Chrys, I mean, I realized that you were a track athlete at least for a year in high school. So I mean, definitely a good solid athlete there. But other than an athlete, who are you off the football field? Like what sort of guy are you that people really need to know?
I'm just chill, laid back. I'm a family guy, father figure. I'm just mainly I like doing little stuff around, like going around, looking at landscapes, different type of things. I like vending. For some reason, I'm fascinated by vending machines and like just the way they work, like different little weird stuff that I'm into. That's just me off the field.
It's interesting. So like some antique stuff, maybe. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. I watched the. You ever watch Rush Restoration, like those shows?
Heck yeah.
I'm a big History Channel guy. Yeah, I'm a big History Channel guy.
Yeah, we watch a lot of those things like counting cars, American Pickers. Like we love those things.
Yeah, that's my show right there. American Pickers. They drive all around. Them two guys, my guys in there.
I love it. So Chrys, the other thing I was just going to ask you is, with regards to football. I mean, obviously, there are things greater than football. If you have the opportunity, obviously, ideally, you want to get to the pros. What might you use football as a platform for if you do get to the pros?
I would just use it like as a way to help my community, like to show them that like sports is just more than a paycheck. It can help you with so many things in life. Like especially like I would just shine a light on it, especially growing up in Baltimore City, and just like showing kids that it's a bigger outcome than just going outside and running in the streets and doing things that can get you in jail time and take your life away. Like that's what football mean to me, and that's what I would love to shine a light on in my community because we don't have too many people from Baltimore coming back to help Baltimore.
Gotcha. I mean, Baltimore is what it is. I mean, it's a tough and rugged community. I mean, I feel like again, like yourself. I mean, you kind of need to have places to go. I mean, and so you do get yourself out of trouble and stuff.
Right.
Hey man, usually at this point in the interview, I try and give guys just the opportunity to give shout outs to really anybody that you really want to. So why don't you go ahead and spend a little bit of time, giving a little bit of love to some of those people in your life that have gotten you where you are.
My family, my coaches, all my coaches from rec to high school, Coach Klein, Coach McCook, Coach Pope, all my college coaches, my teammates, especially my D-line. My DBs from Ponce to Fox to Chico to Juicy to Lil Rich to Janelle, like everybody that's been helping me out that propelled me this year, like all the younger guys, I'll give a shout out to my whole team, even the officer guys that help me day to day get better.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a lot of good players there. I mean, a lot of good guys like on the defensive line. I mean, and of course Ponce there in the defensive backfield. I mean, definitely a lot of good players there on your team. Chrys, I try my best to ask this question to everybody. It's really just the why question. So tell me maybe why you play football and just a little bit of your motivation.
I just play football in general because football, it saved my life in a way. Like growing up, being around all the stuff I was around, I think football really was a great thing for me to get into to turn my life around. It really turned something that could have been negative into a great positive. And like I owe a lot to football, and football has opened up a lot of doors for me, and it's going in the future to open up a lot of doors for me too.
Cool. And very last thing for you, man, is give me your pitch to a professional team. I mean, what kind of a player would they be getting if they took a chance on you?
They would be getting a hard worker, someone that goes by the motto of effective and efficiency, and somebody just willing to put the time in, punch in at 3 in the morning and leave out at 3 in the afternoon if I got you. So just they getting a blue collar worker, a great teammate, a great leader, and overall an outstanding football player.
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, I mean, I feel like you're a great athlete, and people really need to know that. I mean, you took a little kid that came into Shepherd, you molded him into a solid linebacker. I mean, you gained, 25, 30 pounds of muscle mass since getting there. And you've really excelled with what you've, have had in front of you. I mean, and again, just kind of going back, I mean, these past couple of years, being named first team all conference. I mean, and each and every year you've just taken one more step, like further and further. I mean, getting 30 tackles, 70 tackles, 100 tackles. I mean, sky's the limit really for you, man, because I mean, I know that you're just going to continue to get better. So yeah, I mean, people really need to know your name.
Right.
And again, this is Chrys Lane, linebacker out of Shepherd University. Thank you so much for your time, man.
Thank you.